A live look at Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Alumni Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Boston College Eagles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Nestled into a beautiful neighborhood in Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Boston College is home to the Alumni Stadium. Seating 44,000, this is a petite but beautiful stadium in the ACC. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Eagles.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to throw. It's McKenzie. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Throws to the wideout. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The run inside. It's Dickens.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Trying to pull his way in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. They you score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Look out, he's got room. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show, or listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already has...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Throwing right. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to take the top off. Got it down the field. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Looks as if we might have a change in the weather here to start the 2nd quarter. Let's check in with Holly.
Well, guys, as I mentioned, early in that 1st quarter, there was some rain, but the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Just keeps slinging it. Got it in the middle, it's right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Boston College wants to play fast. Back to pass on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Dickens. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Boston College! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. After the whistle, there is a man who has yet to leave the field, and they'll check on him. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Makes the grab and room to run. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Coming out with it, it's Benjamin. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness. You just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Rushes on him. Buying some time. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Finds the tight end. Drills him with the stiff arm. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Finds him out of the backfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Going deep, and he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Dude, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. Dances away to buy time. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's going to let it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Fakes to grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The Eagles want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's McKenzie. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He turns that loose down the right side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Dickens. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Working on the right. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Flips it out on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Scarlet Knights peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air on first down. Dances away. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Rutgers takes its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pocket breaking down. He gets away. He's looking deep. Snags it inside the 20. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal. It's a fake. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Running inside, it's Dickens. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for room. It's Ray. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Boston College right back to the line. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. It's complete to the left. Across the 25. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They want to throw it. Under fire. Touchdown, Boston College. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Going to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Corralled and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's
got it way down the field. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did
fires toward the end zone. Caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Going to the run, it's Raymond. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout called by the Eagles, it's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. On target. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Running to his left. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a play by the quarterback. What an effort. It looked like he was in a lot of trouble. 4th down, nobody open. The pass rush is getting to him, but phenomenal athleticism. I mean, you just can't coach that, right? He's able to get to the outside and run that in for a touchdown.
Gets the back moving. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here's a hit. And they got it. So they do not pick up the 2-point conversion there, and there is someone slow to get up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys are...
Caught! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Boston College wants to play fast. Run in the red zone, it's Ray. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Eagles! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Makes the grab in their space. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Snags it quickly on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's McKenzie. Quarterback now breaking the field. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. BC back to work after picking up the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. The run inside. It's Ray. Got a little grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, the running back has it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Here's the pressure. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's McKenzie. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch down the right side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Eagles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Touchdown, Eagles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead, and that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
Number 9, set to kick off.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Find some fresh air. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. The Scarlet Knights in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ray. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's McKenzie. He makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boston College will try to get it in on a first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Picks up the first down. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. This time he wants to throw. He's taking the shot. He's got it down the field. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Red 54, ready, go!
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants to go deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Now improvising. Trying to find his man in the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
Black 14!
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Wants to throw. It's McKenzie. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count.
He tries to take the top off. Upstairs to make the catch. Flying down the left side. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the ground, it's Ray. Breaks into the open. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all...
Goes high to pull it in. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together, and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. Trying to run it in. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Just complete and utter dominance in